Hi, it's Miss Cyberling. Today we're going to think about crime, mystery, and detective fiction writing. So if you like puzzles, mysteries, this is probably your genre. So crime, mystery, and detective stories are usually centered around a murder or some fraud or illegal activity. And usually there's either a detective or an amateur or some kind of a protagonist that gets caught up in the mix that tries to figure out what's going on. So this genre is really built on suspense. It takes a lot of craft as a writer to do this genre because you have to kind of like seed in little moments that pay off at the end. There's a lot to figure out. Outlining is probably really helpful in this genre. It's a really fun, like literary version of the game Clue. So usually whoever committed the murder or the crime is like not a suspect that people originally kind of thought at the beginning of the book. It's usually a surprise. There's often a twist. So this genre is super fun and takes a lot of patience and skill to get readers on board, to tell a really compelling story, and to make a story pay off in the end with really exciting and fun action. So here is an example that I wrote in this genre. Detective Williams crouched near the shattered glass of the convenience store window. The crystalline shards shimmered in the fluorescent light. He'd reviewed the tape, but the suspect's face had been covered by a mask. The suspect's mannerisms were relaxed as the clerk emptied the contents of the cash register onto the counter. So why had the thief shot out the window? Detective Williams ran his gloved fingers through the glass like it was sand. But wasn't that what glass was? Just heated? Then he remembered. The beach last summer. That man who had calmly asked him for directions. Then his wallet was missing when he tried to buy fruit from a vendor. Later, after packing up his beach umbrella and walking the long stretch of the PCH to his car, Detective Williams had found his windshield shot out. The particles of glass felt the same as the ones between his fingers now. So if you like this genre and you want to read more in this genre, I recommend The Murder of Roger Ackroyd by Agatha Christie, In the Woods by Tanya French, Big Little Lies by Leanne Moriarty. There's so many others, but those are just a few titles. So if you would like to practice writing in this genre, get out a piece of paper or your computer, and I'm going to offer you a prompt. List several crimes a person could commit. Choose the one that intrigues you most. Write a scene where a character stumbles upon this crime scene and tries to figure out what happened. Write what they do, who they call, and how they respond. Seed in one clue that gives them a lead. So this is from my book, The Young Writer's Fiction Workbook, which you can get on Amazon. It's got all kinds of writing instruction. There's lots of genre stuff in here if you're interested in learning more about genre. There's craft. There's all kinds of different plot, emotion, all the sort of elements that make up a story. There's project ideas, and it's just a really fun textbook that students can use, teachers can use. Even if you're not a young writer, you could use it as well if you're just getting started or you want to sort of go back to the basics. It's available on Amazon, and I'll see you next time for another instruction and prompt.